a 7-mile object, 3I Atlas, is at its closest point to the Sun, the perfect time for an impossible maneuver suggested by Harvard's A.V. Loeb. It came from the direction of the 1977 WOW signal. Now, a global observation campaign is launching. Is 3I Atlas a comet, a psychological operation, or a mothership releasing probes? As high-resolution images remain unreleased, NASA did not activate an Earth defense group, and there is no impending alien invasion from 3I Atlas. The International Asteroid Warning Network announced a 2-month observational campaign from November 27, 2025 to January 27, 2026 to improve comet tracking methods using 3I Atlas as their target. The interview featured on Redacted News presents a conversation between Clayton and Dr. Michael Salla from Exopolitics.org about the interstellar object, 3I Atlas. According to the discussion, various theories have emerged about what this object might be. Some people speculate it could be an alien spacecraft, while others view it as a standard comet, and still others suggest it might be part of a psychological operation designed to create fear about an alien invasion. Dr. Salla mentions that Professor Avi Loeb from Harvard has been leading efforts to highlight unusual characteristics of 3I Atlas that differ from typical asteroids or comets. One point of interest, according to the interview, is that 3I Atlas appears to come from roughly the same direction as the famous WOW signal from 1977. That signal was when astronomers thought they might have intercepted radio communications from an extraterrestrial civilization somewhere in the direction of the Sagittarius constellation. This connection between 3I Atlas and the WOW signal creates speculation, though it remains unconfirmed whether this directional similarity has any significance. The timing discussed in the interview places 3I Atlas at Perihelion, its closest approach to the Sun, on October 29th. Dr. Salla states that the object has been generating enormous coronal mass ejections on the far side of the Sun. These ejections, if directed toward Earth, would have caused geomagnetic storms at the highest level. But Earth has not experienced these effects because 3I Atlas is on the opposite side of the Sun. The positioning means we cannot directly observe what is happening with the object during this critical period. According to the interview, Avi Loeb has suggested that perihelion represents an optimal time for what he calls the Oberth effect. This is when an artificial object could potentially accelerate or decelerate to achieve a slingshot effect around the Sun. The speculation presented is that this period might show signs of unusual behavior, though all activity would be occurring on the far side of the Sun without satellite imagery available to observe it. This timing raises questions about whether any changes in the object's trajectory or behavior could be detected. Dr. Salla mentions that the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, which has a high-resolution camera called HIRIS that could capture detailed images of 3I Atlas as it passed Mars, has not released any such images. He presents this as convenient timing, though this is speculation, rather than confirmed fact. The lack of publicly available high-resolution imagery from various space assets becomes part of the mystery surrounding this object, at least according to the theories presented in the interview. The International Asteroid Warning Network's involvement is described in the interview as significant. Dr. Salla explains that this body was created and authorized by United Nations resolution to study asteroids for any potential Earth impact. He characterizes it as an early warning group or planetary defense group that could alert us to asteroids heading toward Earth. The network issued a notice asking all the world's astronomers and astronomical organizations to conduct an astrometric campaign to study 3I Atlas. The campaign period runs from November 27, 2025 through January 27, 2026. During this time, according to the interview, astronomers worldwide will measure the path of 3 I-Atlas. Dr. Salla presents theories about why this might be necessary. One theory suggests the object might break up, with speculation about where fragments could go. Another theory, which he describes as more plausible, proposes that 3 I-Atlas might release probes or function as a mothership releasing spacecraft, some of which could head toward Earth. These theories represent speculation rather than confirmed scientific consensus. When asked about Earth's defense capabilities, Dr. Salla states that, officially, nothing is set up to stop an incoming asteroid beyond possibly sending ballistic nuclear missiles into space to detonate near an asteroid about to impact Earth. He emphasizes that the current effort focuses on tracking 3 I-Atlas and getting the world's astronomical networks to observe it. His hypothesis is that multiple objects might come from 3 I-Atlas, requiring all eyes on the skies to track them. This would explain why a coordinated global observation campaign has been initiated. The discussion then transitions to what Dr. Salla describes as existing but unacknowledged defense capabilities. He claims that while officially there are no space-based interception systems, in reality, a secret space program exists. This program allegedly uses advanced technologies that could potentially address threats from space, though these claims remain unverified speculation rather than confirmed fact. The interview then shifts to discussing these alleged secret space programs. Dr. Salla claims the United States has operated a secret space program for decades using advanced technologies. He cites President Ronald Reagan's statement from 1984 and 1985, which he says appears in Reagan's memoirs, claiming the capability to place 200 astronauts in Earth orbit. At that time, only space shuttles existed, capable of carrying a maximum of 10 people each, with about 5 operational at any time. Dr. Salla uses this discrepancy to argue for the existence of a secret space program built using what he describes as reverse-engineered alien technologies. According to the interview, whistleblowers have come forward saying, "These programs exist, though specific names and verifiable details are not provided in the discussion." The suggestion is that capabilities exist beyond what is publicly acknowledged, potentially including spacecraft that operate on principles different from conventional rocket technology. The Artemis Accords receive significant attention in the discussion. Malaysia and the Philippines are mentioned as having just signed, becoming the 55th and 56th nations to join these bilateral accords with the US State Department and NASA. These accords cover future space exploration, mining, and tourism. The rapid expansion of the Artemis Accords, with 56 nations now participating, raises questions about what motivates countries to join this American-led initiative. Dr. Salla contrasts this with China's International Lunar Research Station initiative, which has 13 nations signed up, with Russia being the only other major participant besides China. The disparity in participation between the two initiatives is striking, with the Artemis Accords attracting over 4 times as many nations as the Chinese program. Dr. Salla presents his explanation for why nations prefer joining the Artemis Accords over China's initiative. According to what he describes as insider sources, the United States has been secretly training international pilots, typically Air Force pilots from different nations, to fly hybrid human extraterrestrial spacecraft. These craft supposedly operate through a technology-mind interface, representing advanced technology. He claims this training occurs in an underground facility near Huntsville, Alabama, which he believes explains why Space Command is being relocated there. The technology-mind interface concept suggests a form of control system where pilots interact with spacecraft through mental processes rather than purely mechanical controls. This would represent a significant departure from conventional aviation and space technology, though again, these claims remain unverified speculation presented in the interview. China's approach differs significantly, according to the interview. Dr. Salla describes China as very parsimonious in sharing its reverse-engineered technologies, being wary of the United States determining exactly what China possesses. This restrictive approach contrasts with what he presents as America's willingness to share certain technologies with Artemis Accord partners. The suggestion is that China also possesses advanced technologies, but maintains stricter control over their dissemination. The discussion presents the Artemis Accords as placing the United States at the core of space cooperation, like the center of a wheel with 55 other nations as spokes. This bilateral approach differs from multilateral agreements through the United Nations, where responsibility and control would be shared among all nations. The structure gives the United States a central role in coordinating space exploration, mining, and tourism efforts. This hub-and-spoke model means each nation has a direct relationship with the United States rather than being part of a collective decision-making body. The implications for space governance and resource allocation could be significant, with the United States maintaining a coordinating role in how space resources are explored and potentially exploited. Throughout the interview, Dr. Salla emphasizes that these are theories and speculations about 3I Atlas. Some people view it as a potential extraterrestrial craft, others see it as a natural comet, and still others suspect it might be part of a psychological operation. The official position, as presented, focuses on tracking and studying the object's path, with the International Asteroid Warning Network coordinating a 2-month observation campaign. The conversation touches on the possibility of 3I Atlas releasing something, whether fragments from breaking up or probes if it were artificial. Dr. Salla suggests the astronomical community needs to prepare for tracking multiple objects potentially coming from 3I Atlas. This preparation involves coordinating telescopes and observational networks worldwide to monitor whatever might occur during the observation window from late November through late January. The interview presents Reagan's alleged statement about 200 astronauts as evidence of capabilities beyond publicly acknowledged space programs. Dr. Salla interprets this as confirmation of secret programs using reverse-engineered alien technologies, though he acknowledges these are claims from whistleblowers rather than officially confirmed information. The mathematical discrepancy between shuttle capacity and Reagan's stated capability becomes a cornerstone of the argument for hidden space capabilities. The technological aspects discussed include the supposed hybrid spacecraft operating through mind technology interfaces. This represents, according to the interview, the type of advanced technology the United States might be sharing with Artemis Accord partners through training programs. The underground facility near Huntsville, Alabama, serves as the alleged location for this international pilot training, though no concrete evidence for such a facility is presented in the discussion. The contrast between American and Chinese approaches to space technology sharing forms a significant part of the discussion. While the United States allegedly shares certain capabilities with partner nations, China maintains strict control over its technologies. This difference, Dr. Salla suggests, influences why more nations join the American-led Artemis Accords rather than China's Lunar Research Initiative. The strategic implications of this technology-sharing divide could shape future space exploration and development. The interview also touches on the broader implications of these theories. If 3I Atlas were artificial, it would represent humanity's third confirmed interstellar visitor and potentially the first confirmed example of extraterrestrial technology. However, if it is simply a comet behaving according to natural laws. The extensive observation campaign will still provide valuable scientific data about interstellar objects. The psychological operation theory mentioned at the beginning suggests some believe the entire situation might be manufactured to create fear or justify certain policies. This theory proposes that concerns about 3. I-Atlas could be used to reduce civil liberties or promote global governance structures. However, no specific evidence for this theory is presented in the interview beyond general speculation. The discussion concludes with Dr. Salla's website, exopolitics.org, being mentioned as a source for his writings, blog posts, and books on these subjects. The host, Clayton, expresses hope that answers about 3. I-Atlas will emerge soon, though the discussion leaves most questions as open speculation rather than confirmed facts. The interview ends without resolving whether 3 I-Atlas represents a natural phenomenon, potential artificial object, or something else entirely. Retry